Hey everyone, it's Mimi of Mimi and Mar, and I'm here with a new doll review for you guys to check out. I have an Ever After High doll. This is Darling Charming from the Dragon Games line. And as you can see, she is the daughter of King Charming. She is super pretty. They finally came out with another Darling doll. I loved her in this movie. I have seen it, but I'm going to try not to give away too many spoilers. She also comes with a storybook, which has a picture of the dragon that she rides, which, let me get that out of the glare, I believe is called Hero Wing. That's like the little baby version. I also, speaking of dragons, I also have bought the little bobbly wing dragon. Wings bobble, but I'm going to be opening her and having her going along with her. I'm not sure if Hero Wing is a girl or boy, and as you can see, this also really, it does and it doesn't. It sort of coordinates with Darling. Take off the setting there for the extra glare-ness there. So I'm not sure. They have 3 dragons. There's this blue one, there's the purple one, and a pink one, which you can kind of tell coincide with Raven and Holly, but they are not exact. Like these little ones here, but oh well, it's you take it as you take it. Okay, anywho, so as you can see, they have the new doll design, a new doll packaging design. These different have dragon scales, and there are different shapes. There's more plastic to these. They are not in the usual book look. These have more of, to me, almost like a horseshoe shape. I guess like dragon wings. It's kind of cool though. I do like there's some detailing on the packaging besides, you know, the cardboard and the scale. So that was pretty nice packaging. It's different, but I like this. And anywho, so you can also see there's a ring, a shield shaped ring that she comes with besides her little book, and you can see her stand is in there and hairbrush. So let's see what the back says. Okay, yes, is Hero Wing. I'll get it pronounced right in a moment. And let me see, let's try not to squeeze this all around, but show you guys the artwork. So that is the dragon that she ends up riding in the movie. It's really pretty. It might be a girl. I'm not sure. There might be a little bit of information in the story that it comes with, but I'll find out. So I'm gonna slowly kind of, oh no, wait, this one will actually fit. I wasn't sure. I have also reviewed the Evil Queen. I'm not sure which will come first. The Evil Queen may actually come after this video, but she's in there somewhere. I know Poppy has already been reviewed by Mar, and I have reviewed Apple and Braebyrn, and between the two of us, we have the whole line. Just something that rarely happens, but we just, both Mar and I, we really enjoyed and love this line of dolls. So somewhere along down the way between the two of us, we will get them all reviewed for you guys. I will, the ones that have already been reviewed, I will make sure to put in the description. Alright, so it does tell a little bit about the dragon, so Hero Wing, of course, who the trainer is, which is Darling. So it seems like each dragon has their own kind of form of magic, and of course it tells its scale color. There's a favorite food and flying trick and special defense. And apparently, I'm not sure if this is still available at everafterhigh.com, but you can play the dragon games. And here are the other two of the other girls that are in this line, considering there's also, besides Raven and Holly, there is Poppy and Apple, and the teenaged Evil Queen. If I can get all that out. So, and apparently there's something, if you have mobile, are able to, there's a free app. So let's look a little bit more detailing in here, and Hero Wing and at Darling. I really do like the artwork that they've been putting on the boxes. Although sometimes it doesn't exactly fully match. There's been a few that they don't match up. This one does match really well. Alright guys, I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna get her out so we can check her out, as well as her little dragon companion. So be right back. Alright everyone, she's out of the box. And she's definitely gonna need some work. with her hair. I think they were trying to give her curls, but there's a lot of hair glue. At least I'm hoping that's all hair glue. I don't think they have anything in the middle of her hair. Now I'm putting my fingers, so it's just a lot of hair glue that I'm gonna have to wash out and try and do something with, and part of that would be part of the rubber band. It was holding her hair in place. Yeah, she's gonna need some work there, but other than that, I am very pleased, very happy with her. Let's start with, she has her headpiece here, which I gotta get rid of the glare. The ever-loving battle with the light. So she has her pretty, she's her light blonde, her blonde hair. There's still some blue in it. Looks like it's mostly just like an underneath strip. I do have the original. I'm not quite sure where the blue is placed on the original, but on this one it is underneath here. And yeah, a lot of box hair. It does feel pretty soft. It's just where the glue is not. She has a little bit of thinness, but it's still very pretty hair though, especially once we get that all straightened out. And her headpiece here, which is what I was originally intending to try and go for, but I had to fix the lighting there. So like on her, similar to her original, she has silver with some pink gemstones. Her armor on the original has some pink gemstones and with the silver. So they've kept that motif with her. And as you can see, if I can get it to focus in, all the little, I'm not sure if they're supposed to be gemstone pieces or just outright metal, the silver armor, but they're there, very pretty. I do like that. And then going around through, there's the 3 parts of the chain. So it looks like it's pretty much, it just sits right down on top of her head. And at the moment it is currently being held in place with some tabs. So, as usual, be careful, you guys, if you want to take that off of her. And it looks like there's a hole in that, so that's gonna be fun. Oh well, what can you do about it? Alright, let me get her, hopefully to where you guys can see the makeup. It looks like it's pretty well, I don't know if that's 2 shades of pink or 1 shade of pink that surrounds her eye. She does have some blue in the crease, it's like a line of blue. You can kind of see it better on this eye. And it does have a little bit of shimmer over top of the lid, if I can get it to show up. I'm not sure, I don't know if I can get it to show up, guys, but there's a little bit of shimmer over this very bottom part of the pink. But it's very pretty. It is really pretty. I do like it. It's not overwhelming. It does suit her really nice, and I love this shade of pink lip that they've given her. Now this, hopefully you can see the shimmer to it. And I've been noticing it on a few of the dolls, I do believe. They've not been putting those little dots on their lips. So they kind of look more solid and not quite so odd. And there's her little beauty mark. So they're being consistent with that. And I'm lining that up so you guys can see. Or not too bright. Eventually I'll figure out when to use this new feature. But anyhow, so there's the armor here. Now this is 2 pieces. So there's the part that goes around her neck and her shoulder, and then there's the part that goes around her chest and her waist. So starting up here with, of course, with her neck and her shoulders, it looks, I think it's to mimic a bunch of chains, to give sort of an armor and chain middle. I'm not sure. I think those are supposed to maybe like separate pieces. Of course, they've got it all stuck together as one. There is some really nice detailing. I've been very pleased and happy with the detailing they've been giving the dolls in this line. Between, like I think I said, Mara and I both have, between the 2 of us, we have the whole line. And from what I've seen, at least most of the detailing, the actual pieces themselves, has been really good. I mean, sometimes you can still end up with a little bit of messed up face paint. Like I've had that issue, or seen that issue with like the Teenage Evil Queen doll. But for the most part, things seem to be pretty good quality, and they've done a really nice job on the detailing. Like this right here, how they have the blue surrounding the pink with the gemstones, and they give her sort of a feminine touch there with the flowers. And I believe she had a piece on her original doll that had that similar teardrop pink. Right, and down here, this is so cool. I love how they gave her the armor. They kind of give her more and go along with her wanting to be the knight in shining armor. So there's a lot of detailing, and I love the fact that it's two-tone and it's not just a solid piece of color or solid color. See, I believe that's supposed to be maybe vining. I think it's vining. I don't think it's so much feathers. So it vines and leaves. Let me see if I can keep her arm, get her arm up enough out of the way so you guys can see. It doesn't really want to. And this pretty much, I guess, from the looks of it, just pops on because it's pretty well open in the back. And you can see a lot of her dress there. So, oh, and down the middle, I didn't realize, it just dawned on me, it's got this little strip of beading, almost, or it looks like beading. It's actually all one solid piece over top of the dress. Now the dress, is it a dress or is it a two-piece? It is a two-piece, okay. So there's a dress over top of some leggings, and it sort of has this, I'm not sure what that style is maybe supposed to be. It's almost sort of puffy, almost like a little bit of a bubble skirt to it. And as you can see, it comes and it pulls up here in the middle. So I'm going to see if I can, without messing anything up, there we go. Let's pull the armor off so you guys can see the main part of the dress, which has this almost sort of clover, okay, there's like little hearts and almost like 4-leaf clover hearts, and this kind of makes me think more of like the club design on cards. I'm not sure. I think there is a name for that pattern, that design, but at the moment I can't think of it. So I'm going to brighten this up a little so you guys can see. And it does have a little bit top. It almost looks like it's a strapless, but it does have this sheer blue fabric up here, which is just around the front actually. In the back part it's solid, and then the front and the sleeves. So I'm not even going to attempt to try and take that neck piece off right now, so hopefully you guys can see and sort of imagine enough what it looks like. Does come up, I don't know if you guys can see that. Comes up about normal, sort of rounded neck length, so it comes probably around there. And the leggings are really cool. To me, it's a little bit of an odd match, the two patterns, but it can work. It works, and it's just, you know, it's to each their own. But I do like the colors that they chose, the different shades of blue, and then the little touch of pink with the vine and the leaves. This sort of metallic pink painted on. And she does have one accessory. Now, she does not have a piece on both arms, but she does have one here. I'm not sure if this is a vambrace or a gauntlet. I'm not extremely certain on the difference between the two. I've heard of both, but as you can see, it's like armor, mouthful, tongue twisting. But there's some detailing there. It comes down a little piece. Hopefully you guys can make out that little gemstone. And then, her arms, her limbs are quite a bit stiff. Try it down this way so you guys can see the detailing on this piece here. If I can get her down and turn it around here, back to the front part. So I do like it. It's a little odd that there's only the one, but it may be because on this arm is possibly for the, where did it go? There it is, the shield ring, which if your fingers are small enough, probably can maybe slide. Can't even really get that on my pinky. But she comes with the little shield ring. You could also probably stick on her arm. It has the D on it, which is what I'm going to try and do real quick. I don't know how, yeah, that's not going to stay. So I'm just going to set that over there. Alright, and the boots have, this definitely to me makes me think of chainmail. But they're nice, they're very pretty. They're not quite as detailed or as embellished, I should say, as some of the other girls, but I do like how they've done them, give them this sort of more armor look, but with the touch, the pink gemstones. So it's a little bit of missing paint there, but it's alright, it's not too noticeable. Let me see if I can get it focused so you guys can see the heels. So there's a little bit of detailing down here. I think it's more of the leaf. They seem to give her sort of this sort of vine and leaf to me, sometimes it almost makes me want to think like this French motif. But I don't think it's that, because it just sort of in some ways reminds me of how a lot of the times where I see the fleur-de-lis. Alright guys, I'm gonna wrap this up. She is absolutely beautiful. Darling is one of my favorite characters and one of my favorite dolls. I'm gonna pop her armor piece back on, hopefully without messing up the dress. And she does come with her little storybook. It looks like there's a little written piece there. There's also a not going on. Oh, here. I didn't I? I forgot to show you guys the back of the dress. It does kind of puff up a little bit there, and you can see more of the fabric, and her stand clip does not want to stay up. I do like that the armor has a little placing there where you can be able to slide the clip on. Put that there. Alright. She had her little booklet, has Hero Wing, which I took a peek and said when I was pulling everything out, Hero Wing is a girl. So you can see, there we go. Just I'm trying to get this lighting texture. This is a picture of the dragon arena. It's in the game. And then when you flip it over, there are the rules for Dragon Game. Now this little booklet is a lot more like how they did for Spring Unsprung, where there was, you know, events coming up for this during the festival and things like that. Now on the it's a mouthful. The Teenage Evil Queen doll actually has more of a diary. But there is here a little note from Darling, and this is where I figured out where Hero Wing is a girl. I was thinking Hero Wing was maybe a boy, but Hero Wing is actually a girl. Speaking of which, little dragon, let me show you guys this real quick. So I've got this one. Kumar and I, we actually have all three. Her little wings. Okay, so that's how they bobble. They have little, they're not in there solidly. But she goes well and coordinates well with Darling. Her blue and a little metal, silver metal belly here, if I can think of the right words. She has sort of little swoopy feet, her little and paws. If I can get it to focus, not focus on Darling. And then her wings, so she sort of does. You can definitely tell she was geared more towards Darling. Does her head move? Oh, her head does move. I didn't know that the heads moved. Alright, that's cool. So you can somewhat pose her. Do the arms move? Oh, the arms move too. Okay, this is cool. Sometimes it's hard to tell if stuff actually moves or if it's just the way it's been molded. So that is really cool. They even have a little detailing on her horns there. So she is really cute and covered with, alright, cool. And they even have texture back here to make it look like she's covered with scales. Her little tail, and there's some printing on the bottom, just Mattel and a date. So these are actually, they're really cute. So I hope you guys have enjoyed seeing Darling and her little baby dragon here. Thank you so much for watching. You can also find us on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, and Pinterest. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, please give it a big thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Keep an eye out. I will link below for Apple and Poppy. And if any other dolls that have already come possibly before this, they may be sort of out of order. But I will link them there. Also, keep an eye out for other doll reviews. We have blind bags, including Shopkins, Care Bears, ponies. So just look around, see what you like. Thank you so much for watching. See you later. Bye, guys.